Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kikilicious for anybody who doesn't know, and today I'm going to be discussing something that I've been getting asked a lot, not here on my channel but just here in general when I talk about it, of how to become a movie extra and all questions that everyone has. So I have a list of questions that people have been asking. So I went across like most of my social media platforms and told everybody, like, if you got questions, go ahead and ask me. This is the perfect time. So I got a few questions, and I'm also going to add and elaborate to it myself. So I'm gonna go ahead and dive right into it. Also, sorry if you guys get a glare from my glasses, from my light to my glasses, but I'm kind of blind, so I'd rather have my glasses and be reading my questions. So the first question I'm going to answer is how much do we get paid? As an extra, we get paid 64 over 8, which means $64 over 8 hours. Things that could make that different would be what they call bumps. Bumps from being a movie extra is if they require you to like have a car or like even a skateboard or just something that's, I'm not gonna say outside of the norm, but that's something that is an added character to your person. When I did this one movie, I brought my car so they can use it kind of as a prop on set, and they add $25 to your pay. So that is like what a bump is. They can say, hey, we're gonna do a $25 bump for this, or they can say $50. It just depends on how much the people are gonna pay for it, but that is something that makes the pay a little bit different. I believe kids may get paid more because they're kids and they're younger and they're technically not supposed to be working. So yeah, that can make the pay a little different. If you stay over, like if they go over 8 hours, they pay you time and a half. Now this happened when I worked Fist Fight. If you guys haven't seen my video on that, I'm gonna have it pop up somewhere up on top, wherever the heck it's gonna be, and you guys can go and watch that when I talk about my first experience being a movie extra. Next question I got was how did you get chosen? So how I got chosen, or this even ties into the question of how you even become a movie extra. How you become a movie extra, it's not like you gotta go through auditions or anything, because you're not saying lines. Be a normal person off the street and you can be a movie extra. And a lot of people didn't realize it was as easy as it was. Like I didn't know. The way I got into it was I had an ex-friend. She was the one that basically, I guess, saw the listing for it. So basically what you can do is you can search it online, movie extras in whatever state I'm in, because they shoot movies all around America. It's not just, they shoot movies in Hollywood. No, they shoot movies. My base would go to is Atlanta. I like to call them bases, but my base to go to is Atlanta or surrounding the Atlanta area, because I do live, I don't live in Georgia anymore, but I do live near Georgia. So yeah, would be Atlanta. It just depends on where you live and where they normally shoot, movies, or wherever movies are heavily produced in or near your city is where you're going to hone into. Well, back to the question. So though the listing will say something like along the lines of, movie extras needed, or they'll maybe even request a certain type of people. Like they can say, we need African American men and women under the age of, or over the age of 25, and let's see, over the age of 25, need 70s styled hair, which is meaning like afros, pin curls, or they list their description of the type of people they want. Or I've seen listings to be like, we need bar type men who are tall, big built, bald, ideally tattooed, stuff like that. So they'll give you a description. They can have a general description. They can say, we just need people who are 25 and older, appear to be parents, you know, stuff like that. So they give you a description of what they want you to look like. I would recommend just making sure you apply to the ones that apply to you. Like me, I wouldn't apply to a one that's looking for all men, obviously, because I'm not a man. So yeah, they have like different listings and whatnot of that. So like I said, I would just focus on the ones that, you know, pertain to me myself. As far as getting chosen, you want to make sure when you're submitting, they usually ask what they usually tell you what to submit. Typically you want to have a clear picture. You just want to make sure you don't have too much like scenery behind you. It's just a clear face front picture. Sometimes they do ask you to send like I think it's like a headshot, a profile, and a full body shot. So headshot meaning straightforward, profile meaning from the side, and full body, obviously a full body picture. And yes, there has been times where I have sent in exactly what they're looking for. If they say we are looking for short African American females with big afros under the age of 8 or over the age of 18, I've sent in stuff like that and have not gotten chosen. So if you don't get chosen, don't be discouraged. All I can say is just make sure you don't, when you're applying, don't feel like one is the end all be all. Apply to a bunch, especially if you really want to do it, because there's a very high possibility that you would not be chosen for a production. So like I said, don't get, you know, discouraged. Okay, another question that I got was, did you really have to practice or not on set with the actors when they're going over their lines and stuff, like with their papers and stuff? You're shooting the movie, like it's not, oh, we're going to rehearsal. But when I'm going on that question, did you have to practice? There were plenty of times where they were like, okay, we're gonna show you guys what to do and just go on from there. It would mark everybody. They'd give you and put you in positions to where you would know what to do. Somebody told me to explain the food. Okay, the food is a crazy situation. So the food, I think it depends on whatever casting company you go with, or whatever casting company you are with. When I did Fist Fight, I'm not going to disclose which companies, but I just know the food was disgusting. The extras food is typically not gourmet. It's not delicious. But we had crab legs, and never have I ever had crab legs on set before. And I was like, oh my gosh, we were having crab legs. Yeah, no, it was amazing. So yeah, we had crab legs there, but we had like slop on the very first movie I've done. So that one scarred me. So when we went to do this other movie, I was like shook, because I was like, oh my god, we have real food. Somebody asked me, actually I didn't write this down, but somebody asked, was it worth it? I definitely think it's worth it. It's an experience that I feel like, you know, if you want to get into the acting industry or just the TV industry itself, that's a great way to do it. There have been people, you know, that have definitely came up for being a movie extra. There have been quite a few people who started off being movie extras and then got their way into roles, you know. So yeah, it's really fun and I recommend anybody to do it. And yeah, so make sure you subscribe to my channel for more of the delicious Kikilicious. I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.